everyone. Happy Friday to everybody. It's Snap Expressions by Kayla. Hope you all had a great week and you have some great things planned for the weekend. I know I do. I get to go watch my grandson play some basketball, so it's always good whenever I can see the grandkids. So I have it's not a quick project. I have this project in mind. I just wanted to do this with you guys, and hopefully it works out because I haven't tried it. So I'm just going to be going into it kind of blind, but I know I have something in my mind. So we'll just see how this works out. We'll see if I can get some of this computer and my tablet to cooperate this time. It is it's a little different. So what we're going to use is these canvases. They came from the Dollar Tree. They're let's see, it's 8 by 10. So I've got 4 of these, okay, and I'm going to be using all 4 of them, not for the same thing that is the canvas, but I've also got I got this heart that I took the love sign off yesterday when I did my live yesterday for my Valentine wreath. So I had the heart left over, so I decided today I'd figure out some way to use the heart. And I have a piece of real pretty scrapbook paper, and I have some hearts, like grapevine heart, some little felt hearts for embellishments, and some little smaller grapevine hearts. I've got a little bit of pink, looks like baby's breath. I've got Mod Podge. I've got some Waverly white, basically kind of a chalk type base. I've got some folk art, satin acrylic paint in very patine color. It's real pretty. And I've got 2 paint brushes. I've got my sanding block, my scissors, my pliers and my wire cutters, and my glue gun. And then I have some of this smaller jute rope. Okay, it's kind of a long project, so I hope that you hang with me. We're going to start. I'm going to put this to the side, and I'm going to see if you can see me. Okay, I'm going to put this down. Okay, so here I'm going to turn it sideways so we get a wider angle. Okay, all right, so we're going to start by opening the canvases. Sorry if it's a little loud, but I wanted to do everything from start to finish with you guys. So if you get to watch me, and you would do this for me, I would ask that you sprinkle the video, and so other people can enjoy it later if they're going to watch it on replay. That would help me out a whole lot. And also, don't be afraid to invite people to the group. That helps me out too. So yeah, I want to grow my group, and I've shared with you this before, but I'm going to continue to share it. If you, I'm not supposed to use that word, so I'm not supposed to use the word S-H-A-R-E because Facebook frowns upon that. So we use the word sprinkle instead of the S-H-A-R-E. So if you will sprinkle the videos, that'd be great. Okay, so we're going to take these and we're going to pull these off from the wood. And I don't know how easy this is going to be, so well, maybe not that easy. But I've saw it done in the past, so I know I can do it. Just rip the canvas right off of there. Pull it off as much as you can get it all off. Okay. I'm going to do them all that way. So we're going to be using all 4 of these, and I'm going to be gluing them together. This is a little harder than what I anticipated it to be. That's okay. I want you to see how to do it like if you were doing it yourself. So I have a trash over here to the side. Okay. You can always use these. These are $1 at the Dollar Tree. $1 each. So there's so many ways to use these. So you can grab these when you're there and just have them in stock because, you know, who knows when we're going to use them for another project. And it's called Crafter Square Stretch Canvas. So that's what this is, an 8 by 10. So we're going to be painting also. It's going to take a little bit of time, but that's all right. We have plenty of time. Okay. All right, just keep it going. Did y'all watch my live last night and yesterday? My heart wreath. If you didn't, you might go back and watch that. It's a real simple wreath using a wireframe from the Dollar Tree and some burlap. If you have a chance, go back and grab those wire heart wreath forms. All right, last one. Let's get this off. It's really easy just to get started, just to pull it off. Okay. Kind of makes a mess a little bit, but that's all right. Okay. Now, I could just keep going and take out all the staples, which if I was doing it without showing y'all, I would probably go ahead and take the time to take out all the staples. But for time's sake, we really don't have enough time. Okay, I'm just going to move this out of the way. And you can kind of see where we're going with this, okay? I'm going to grab a piece of tape. All right, so I'm going to start off by painting this real pretty color. And I just got I got a little cup here. I'm just going to pour it in. This came from Hobby Lobby, and it was $6.99, and it was, I think, 30% off. Okay, so $7. Oops, I'm going to get it all over me, but that's okay. That's what we do. If we make a mess. All right. So I'm just going to take this and paint. You could do this, you know, I could have done this ahead of time, but I wanted, you know, to do this from start to finish with you guys. So you can already see what a pretty color it is. And you can see what I did was I kind of matched these flowers to try to get the thing, bring out the color that I'm going to use as scrapbook paper with. And if you are in a hurry just grab your hair dryer, or if you have a hot air gun, you could use that. But I didn't grab my hair dryer, and I don't have one of those hot air guns. What are they called? I don't remember even what they're called. My brain. Sometimes my brain helps me, and sometimes my brain don't help me. So I'm going to set this before I get any paint on it. Okay. All right. And you can also, I've thought about go ahead and painting all this, and then putting some white or some cream on top of this, and then do a little distressing. Which anything that you can do to make it kind of more country chic, that would be good. And it would also be good for you to maybe sand this before you started painting, to get off all the little rough edges. And I didn't do that either. I'm 0 for 0. I always make a mess, so my hands are always messy, which it doesn't bother me. Okay. All right. So, what is y'all's plans for the weekend? Anything special? Because if you haven't watched the weather, they're using the S word for the weather. And where we live, we don't get snow very often. And I know a lot of my friends that live in Bridgeport, they're more west, and they've seen more snow. I think y'all already saw, some of my Bridgeport friends have already seen snow for the year. But I'm excited because we may actually get to see it this time. Okay. I don't know. We'll see. It'd be nice to have a little bit of snow, even though it's not at Christmas time. We missed our white snow Christmas, but I know some of y'all got to see it, so I'm excited. So if you're keeping up with me on my videos, y'all know I use a lot of Dollar Tree items, just because, you know, it is less expensive than going to Hobby Lobby and spending money there, although I love Hobby Lobby. Okay. Now I just roughly did this, so it's not going to be perfect, but you'll get the general idea to do. This is actually, I guess, a Valentine's Day project. It could be either or, I guess. Valentine or just springtime. Alright, I think I need a little more paint. I love these bigger. They make the smaller ones, but I love this size right here. And a lot of times you can get chalk paint, and chalk paint covers better than this type of paint. This is more of an acrylic type paint. But it's covering pretty good because of the color of it. You can kind of make sure you get it all covered. Okay. I'm going to go back and see. I missed some spots, so I'm going to go back and do that. I'm going to give this a chance to dry, and then we'll go on and start preparing our heart. Okay. I missed this spot right here. Oh, I missed 2 spots on some. Okay. I guess I'm trying to hurry because this is going to take a while to get it all done. It's okay. I hope you hang with me till the end. All right. Well, I'm going to have to get something to wipe my hands on. Okay. I had something, and it's never there when you want it. Sorry about that. I'm not going to get it all off, but I'll get a little bit of it off. Okay. So while this is drying, I'm going to move some of my stuff over here. Move it over there. And I'm going to go ahead and start. Oh, here's another hoe side I missed. Okay. While this is drying, I'm going to go ahead and work on my heart. Okay. Get that. I don't have a big enough table space, obviously. I've been working on trying to get a bigger space for my working area. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the tag off. Can everybody still see? And I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. Actually, I'm going to poke this through the hole. I might save it for later, but I don't think I'll use it, but I might. And I'm going to cut this out. I'm making a mess. Yep. I'm going to try to cut this out. And Mod Podge, get this where I can get it all on there. Maybe just a little bit off. Okay. I'm going to find my, well, I have my little X-Acto knife. And I don't see it. Okay. So I'm going to do something different. Just going to trace this out on my scrapbook paper. Just cut it out. And I laid this down and I got paint over it, but you're not going to be able to tell too much about it. Okay, so just cut your heart out of any of the scrapbook paper that you want. You can use scrapbook paper, you could use felt, you could use contact paper. Oh, there's some of the prettiest contact papers out there now, and that would work. You could just take your heart and stain it. You could paint it. You have a lot of endless possibilities, you know, on the way you could decorate your heart. But I love this, or these roses. Let's see. Okay. So I'm going to take my other paintbrush and I'm going to Mod Podge on top of this. Okay. You could have used either side. I'm just going to go ahead and use the back side. Mod Podge is good for so many things. I just love it. So you keep it something, it's like a staple almost in your craft supplies. Okay. Okay. So try to fit it on there just as close as you can get it to what you cut out. And you can move it around a little bit. Okay. And once you get it Mod Podged on, pretty good. Just go ahead and put Mod Podge on the top. And I wouldn't put very much. It don't take very much. Just a tiny bit. Just enough to kind of seal it down. Now this would be a good time to have a hairdryer, as I didn't really think too far ahead on this. Okay. And what would happen is you would let it dry, and it would be really easy to take your little sanding block and sand it down. So just take your time and just sand down the edges. Like I said, it don't have to be perfect, because I think I'm going to put an edge on here to dress it up a little bit. Okay. See how pretty that is? Isn't that so pretty? Okay. So I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to take some of my craft paper. I'm going to cover up this paint that I made a mess on. I need one of those rollers, you know, that you roll out like butcher paper. That would be good during doing this right here, so you could just roll out some new paper. Okay. So I'm going to set this aside again and go back to the window that we're fixing to make. Okay, so I'm going to turn it upside down. And like I said, normally you would just let this dry. And this is still a little wet for me. Okay, so I'm going to line these up. I'm going to take some tape. And I'm going to tape these together from the back. Get it lined up right where they're together. Okay. This is going to make it easier to glue. Here's my little Murphy boy. He usually comes in here and greets me as I'm doing my projects and barks till I pick him up. Okay. I have my hot glue gun on and ready. Probably going to need an extra glue stick here. Okay. Like I said, this would be better off if you could have it dry already. And it's sticking, so we may just do away with that. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to glue these together with a hot glue gun. Okay. Let's get them straight. And glue them together on the seam. Okay. Just run a bead of hot glue. You can also use picture frames. So you would take the picture frame and you would take the glass out, take the back out. You'd pull out the little tabs that holds the glass in, and then you would paint the picture frame and let it dry, and then you would have to do what I'm doing the exact same way. And when you finished it, then you could put the glass back in, and it would look like a little glass window pane, which is what the look is that I was going for here. But I didn't have picture frames. I had these canvases, so I was making do with these canvases. Okay, I'm going to give that just a little bit of time to dry, the hot glue, and then we're going to turn it over and we're going to glue it some more, so you can kind of get an idea of where we're going with this. So I have got so many Valentine's Day projects for y'all that I could do probably 2 a day and still not run out of my ideas that I have. So there's just so many things that you can grab. You know, these little grapevine hearts are so cute. And these little felt, they were $1. And these little felt roses, they were $1. I picked this up online, this little smaller grapevine heart. I thought it was pretty. And this right here, this was a Hobby Lobby find. It was $5.99. So I always look at the Hobby Lobby stuff on Sunday to see. They're not open, I know, on Sundays, but I see what they have on sale. So if they have ribbon 50% off, then I go stock up on ribbon. If they have their florals 50% off, then you go stock up on your florals, because these are expensive to buy. You can see behind me some of my flowers that I have that it would be too expensive just to buy it without them being on sale. Okay, let's see if that's dried enough to turn over. I don't want to turn it over till the glue's dry, because it will glue it down. Okay, so you can see it's kind of coming apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it up like this, and I'm going to get some more hot glue. First of all, I'm going to just, because it's tacked in the back already with hot glue, I'm just going to run a bead of hot glue right through here. Right through here. And that'll help steady it. And then I'm going to run a hot glue right through here quickly before it all sets up. Okay. Okay. There. Now, while that's doing that, I'm just going to touch up some of the paint spots that I messed up when I laid it down. Sorry guys that my hands are a mess. I should have worn gloves. But I never wear gloves when I paint. I am a messy, messy painter. So I've gotten used to it. Okay. And I've got some of this Waverly kind of a cream colored paint that I like to kind of just use to distress with. So just take a little bit. It just kind of makes it a little bit more shabby chic, I guess you could call it. And like I said, it's always better if you have time to let it dry before you do this. You should let it dry. This is just adding a little dimension to it. Okay. You could even go with a darker tone or a darker brown wax. Would be pretty with this. just pick up some of the colors in your scrapbook paper to match that better. But I'm just using this little cream. Okay. Okay. All right. It looks pretty good. A little bit more down here. All right. Can you see? Starting to look. I was afraid this glue would stick, so I'm going to unstick the glue. Okay. Now, like I said, if you had the picture frames, you could just turn this back over and plop that glass in it at this point in time. That's what you would do. Just turn it back over, throw the glass in it, and you would have this really, really pretty picture frame window. But I didn't do that. So what we're going to do now is grab the heart, and I'm going to move this to the side and let it dry a little bit more. And we're going to decorate the heart. Okay. So there's all kinds of ways that you could do this. There's a little bubble. I didn't work it out, but that's okay. So I have some thicker. I think I'll get the thicker. You can see how much thicker this is. This came from the Dollar Tree. So, like I said, I buy a lot of my supplies from the Dollar Tree. And, you know, it works out perfect. So I'm going to outline the heart. Just run a little bead of glue all the way around it. I think I'm going to get that. All right. Just keep going around. And you can just use your imagination on this. There's so many possibilities. So I'm not for sure where I'm going to go. Like I said, I don't practice this before I start. I just grab some craft items and I just go with it. So I'm sure you may have a better idea. If you do, I'm sure it's going to be something to not having paint all over your hands. That's okay. That's all right. You can see how it's already dressing it up. It's not quite dry yet either. But we can't wait on paint to dry, right? So waiting on paint to dry is like waiting until next Saturday. Just starting to dress it up. Okay, I'm going to need another paint stick. Just run that bead of glue all the way down and around. Okay, I'll take my scissors and give it a good cut. There you go. All right, got that. Now we'll decide how else we want to decorate this. So it's got some of the pink roses in it. So maybe we'll take some of these and use that. I don't have the green rose. I have these. Peel them off. And let's run these down here like this. I'm not going to use the red because the reds, there's no really red in here. I'm just going to use these, and probably what we'll do is hot glue them on because they have a little sticky stuff for the back, but it's not great. So I'm going to put these, and I think I'm going to space these out a little bit. Okay. Okay. Okay, I want it here. I think I'm going to put it up here. Okay. And as I'm looking at this, I see something I think I like. If I can find it, I have some lamb's ear in here. I knew I had some somewhere. Okay, here we go. This is lamb's ear. So I'm going to take it and add it to these roses. I think that'll be so pretty, y'all. What do you think? All right. Thank y'all for watching. Let's see. I see Kylie. Thanks for watching. So remember to, if you're watching this on replay, thank you so very much. Also, I upload my videos up to YouTube, and my YouTube name is Snap Expressions by Crafty Kayla. So if you get a chance, go to my YouTube channel and subscribe, because if you'll subscribe, then you'll get my you get a notice that my videos are playing every time I go live. So that'd be great. Okay. Just using our little imagination as we go. All right. I love lamb's ear. It's so pretty, and it's pretty with these roses. Okay, just keep it going. One thing I wanted to use was, I wanted to use some of these grapevine hearts. I'm still not for sure how to put that in here. I think we'll put it over here on this side, and we'll make a little bow for it. Let's finish this. Okay. Maybe should have gone down before I put the roses down, but it's still all right. It still looks really cute. Don't get that on that hot glue on your finger, because it sticks to your finger like glue and it don't come up. Okay, I'm going to try to incorporate some of this now. Just by little sprigs. Just cutting little sprigs and adding these to this. Like I said, just as you go, just use your imagination and see where it takes you. Okay, I'm just going to cut off some of these. Not going to use the whole sprig. That's what's good, is you have a lot left over. You use it on your next project. Alright. Haven't heard my dog bark. It's kind of unusual for my dog not to be barking in the middle of my videos. Okay. I'm trying to use my new tablet, and I've got it going. I don't know if you get a better angle with it or not than what you were getting with my other, just my phone. So if you are watching and you've watched it before, can you see a better angle with it, with me using both of my devices? Okay. I don't know. A lot of people use their camera too. My camera's kind of old. I might have to get me another one. But I was hoping by getting a new tablet that would help out. Alright. There we go. It's starting to look really pretty, don't you think? Look how pretty that looks. Okay. Alright. Now I wanted to use this, and I'm not for sure how I'm going to use it, but I'm thinking that I'm going to take my ribbon that I have here. These are just random ribbons that they all come from the Dollar Tree except this little rickrack. That was on sale for 75 cents, probably at Walmart. Okay, I'm going to set this over to the side. I'm going to do a different type of bow than I've been doing. I've been using the Easy Bow Maker to make my bows. But today, I'm just going to make a rag bow. I call it a rag bow. I'm not for sure what you would call it, but that's my terminology for it. Okay. So, Dollar Tree it has some really good finds. If you go in and look during the seasonal sale, I went in and looked. Yesterday, I ran to the Dollar Tree. I ran to the Dollar Tree every day, but I ran to the Dollar Tree, and they had their St. Patrick's Day stuff out. And I was going for Valentine's stuff, but I had to stop, and I grabbed 2 signs from the St. Patrick's Day area. So, I don't know what I'll make of it. Maybe, do y'all decorate for St. Patrick's Day? Or do y'all go straight from Valentine's to Easter? Spring, I guess you would say. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to take these and just cut them all about the same length. And you probably want to cut maybe 2 of each. So I'm going to go ahead and start cutting 2 of each. You may want to cut more, but that's about what I would say. 2 of each. You can always trim them later. Okay. I'm telling you, I need a bigger workspace. I have got to work on that. I found a desk today. I was hoping I'd hear back from the guy so I could set that up. Can y'all see in the background all of my neat stuff that I have back here? Ooh, it's so pretty. See my Valentine's Day. Can you see my Valentine's Day Christmas tree? It's not a Christmas tree anymore. It's my Valentine's Day tree. Can y'all see that? Maybe? Alright. Do some of this cording. Alright, I'm going to use some of this. I love this. A lot of this. Okay, so this, we're making a bow. And it's what I call my rag bow. Okay, so we start here and just start putting them on here. Just put them on here at random ways, just like this. Okay. Just like that. Start over. And put some of this in there. This little jute twine. Got 2 in there. Okay. Some of this little cording. just stack it on top of each other, just like that. And then just take a piece of string or anything you can find, a Chanel stick or anything, and just pick it up in the middle with my painted fingers, and then bring your cord around the back. Get it kind of tight. Pull it down like this. And just tie a knot. As tight as you can get it. Okay? And this is a type of bow I think is cute for stuff like the grapevine stuff. Okay. And that one came out. So we didn't need it anyway, did we? Okay. So, and you just ruffle it up. Okay. And then if you want, you can trim it now. So if it's a little long and a little lopsided, just take your scissors and just give it a trim. Okay. Pull it up all together and give it a trim. Okay. I'm going to cut this off where we tied it in the back. Okay. And you just have a little messy bow, what you have. And now I'm going to dress it up a little bit. Like this right here. And make another little jute bow to go on top of it. You can find these in the store and buy them already pre-made like this. But if you're just doing it, you can just make your own. Okay. Can't go wrong with using burlap or jute rope. It just has a way of dressing everything up. Okay. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and glue this on to my heart. Try not to burn yourself. Just anywhere. Okay. And we'll put this on here. Let's see. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to put it here. Or do we want to put it back over here? How about we put that there? Nope. Alright. I liked it better up here. How about you guys? Okay. We're going to put this back up there. I love the little rickrack in there. Alright. Let's glue that here. Okay. That hot glue gun came through. That hot glue came through and got my finger. All right. Put that there. Now I was wondering about finding an embellishment for my heart, but I think I'm just going to leave my heart just like it is, just like that right there. See how pretty that turned out? And remember, we just started by using this old heart sign that I have tore apart. Okay, so I'm going to set that there. I'm going to get this. Bring it here. Oh, another thing I want to do is I want to put a hanger. I want it to hang. So I'm going to use some of this medium-sized jute. Okay. And let's turn this over. Let's glue this on here. has holes in there where the sign used to be, but I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to glue it on. Okay. Get you a stick so you don't burn your fingers, and hold that there till it dries. So give it a little bit of time to set up. Okay. Now this would be real pretty, and I didn't think about this, but if you have some beads, so I have this right here that I got from the Dollar Tree for $1. You could use this and probably 2 of these and use these little beads, and that would be so pretty. I don't know if I could get those off of there and string them on there. You still could put it like that. It'd still be real pretty. But that's an idea. That's what I would do, is I would get some beads and I would paint them, and I would wrap this right here with beads. And that would be really, really cute. But I didn't think ahead for that part. So we're just going to glue this on here. Okay, give it a little time to set up. It's the hardest part, is to sit here and watch glue dry, you know. I hope y'all have enjoyed this so far. I hope you've got some ideas about how to use Dollar Tree items to decorate with. I'm in the middle of starting my Etsy store, so I will be sharing my Etsy site, the address to my, that's what I'm trying to find the words for, my Etsy address to share with y'all, so y'all can see all my goodies. And I'll be having more than just what I'm making here. I actually will have some signs. I'm going to try to add some signs to my Etsy shop. It takes forever to dry. Well, while we're letting that dry, let's come back over here. See, it's got some glue on there. Just peel off all that glue and just kind of see. You could use any type of scrapbook paper. I've saw some scrapbook paper for the black and white checks, and that is gorgeous to use. And something like this, it would be so pretty on this color that I picked. So that's an idea for you guys. Okay. So now we're just going to add this to the window. I had a little nail. There it is. And preferably a little tack would probably be better if I didn't have the tack. So I'm just going to take this right here and add this little nail. And I'm going to add it here. This is what we have. Oh, it would be so pretty. Let's do that real quick. Let's add another little bow right there. Just use your hands and let's make another little one to go right there on the nail, and then I'll feel like it is finished, completed. Okay, just a little messy bow. Okay. And then just tie it up, just like we did the other one. Oh, my fingers are they're so green, I guess you would call it. I don't know what color it is, but whatever it is so that. Okay. All right. I hear my hubby in there making some, like, okay, are you still doing this noise? Yeah. Okay. You can also make another little messy bow and put right there. But let's hide the nail. guys, we touch up. Just do a little touch up for where I put it down and then let the paint dry. What do you think? What do you think of our little project? Now, wouldn't it be pretty if we had the glass right here? But here it is. What do you think? Is that not cute? All right. All we need to do now is let the paint dry. So thanks for watching, and be sure and let other people see my video by sprinkling the videos, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Snap Expressions by Crafty Kayla. Snap Expressions by Crafty Kayla. Go there. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that way you'll get a notice every time I go to do a live and I upload it on YouTube. You'll be the first to see it. I appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave some feedback in the comments. I need feedback, so whether it's good or constructive criticism, that's good too. I appreciate it. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I think I'm going to go to the grandson's ball game, but I think I'll have time to fit it in. If y'all have any questions or you want to see anything in particular, we are going to be taking one of these hearts and tearing it up and starting over with another way to cover it. So these are $1 from the Dollar Tree. Just go grab you one. All right, I'm going to try to finish. And thanks again, guys.